and we looked at Job, because that was an amazing conversation. We saw at the very beginning of Job, there was a conversation between Satan and God about Job. And God was like, hey, have you noticed my servant Job? He's amazing. And the moral of that story is, don't be that good. Seriously, fly under the radar, because you don't want to get the nail that sticks out. That was my takeaway on that. I know, it's not right, but it's what it is. So, but that's Satan talking with God. Well, here's another one of these, Satan talking with Jesus, aka God. But I appreciate this conversation because when Jesus came and lived on the earth, he was fully God as though he were not man, and he was fully man as though he were not God. So, and the Bible tells us he was tempted in every way that we are tempted. And so I think this whole experience here between Jesus and Satan and that conversation is very relevant to us and relevant in a lot of different ways. So we're going to look at those tonight. And when you look in Luke chapter 4, verses 1 to 2, this gives you the context. Thanks so much for putting that up there. So it says, Jesus, full of the Holy Spirit, returned from the Jordan and was led around by who? Led around by the Spirit in the wilderness. So I'm just going to tell you that when you follow Holy Spirit, there's a chance Holy Spirit will lead you into a wilderness. And I know, you're like, sweet, that's so fantastic. I mean, a lot of times we think a wilderness is because of our disobedience, and it absolutely can be, indisputable. However, in this case, Jesus was led by Holy Spirit into the wilderness. And I have seen that in my life. I've been obedient. I've done everything right. I've really dotted the I's, crossed the T's, meticulous, and I still went into a wilderness. Anybody relate to that? So just because you're in a wilderness is not meaning that you've been disobedient. It could be very well that you've been obedient, and this is Holy Spirit helping you and growing you and maturing you. This was important for Jesus.